Hi everyone, welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator and welcome back to Creaghalls Logistics, and welcome to what is the last episode of Creaghalls Logistics for now. So we've done 9 episodes, this is our 10th episode, and I originally had big plans to go and buy our own lorry and go to Europe and go all the way from sort of the top of Scotland or the top of Norway, somewhere really far north, and go as far south as we could down to like the bottom of Italy or somewhere like that. But realistically, at the pace we're going at, it's not really going to work out too well, because we would be doing it in a sort of not very nice lorry that we can't do many mods to or anything like that. So with that in mind, I'm just doing this last load here just to get our money up a wee bit so that we can get our loan paid off. So if you remember, I think it was maybe episode 3, we bought a lorry, but we took out quite a substantial loan on that, which in hindsight was a bit of a mistake because we couldn't end up paying off the loan in time. So yeah, we ended up kind of stuck with no lorry because it was repossessed and it was all a bit of a disaster. So the idea is that we repay our loan, but then take out a different loan, buy a cheaper lorry and hire someone who can then make us money while we do other things and while we do something else. And gradually over time then we'll build up enough money that we can buy a nice lorry and go on our big road trip. But that won't be until the next kind of series of Creaghalls Logistics. So we've made it to our destination in Porthmadog in Wales. And this is going to be the end of our last trip, and of course I would crash on the last trip because it wouldn't be the same if I didn't. But yeah, overall, the last couple of trips been fairly successful, haven't had any crashes, and we've been able to build up enough money so that I can repay the loan and we can sort of start from scratch in that respect. So this is a bit of a tight yard. I'm thinking we might need to reverse in from out there. So that's what we'll do. This is a really loud lorry. I'm glad we didn't end up with something cheap like this, where it's sort of really loud and sort of not very insulated. It must be. The cheaper lorries just must not have the sort of driver comforts in mind when they're being built. So you kind of end up with a very loud lorry, but it gets the job done. So now we need to spin our trailer around somehow. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do this. We should have just reversed in from the road. I think we're going to have to go up on the curb a wee bit here. That's not going to hurt us too much, I don't think. Yeah, okay, we'll turn around and we'll go straight out and just reverse back in then. Okay, so we've got ourselves lined up. Now we just need to get back without hitting the wall on that side. Which is going to be easier said than done, I think. Because we are coming very, very close. Nice and gently. There's also a trailer on that side, but I think we have cleared it. Just about. Okay, and then we'll start spinning. Oh, that was very close to that trailer. Possibly even too close. So well and good having a sort of occasional, slightly challenging delivery, but this is too far. Okay, that's not even lined up, but you know what, we'll take it. So, shut the lorry down, and we are done. So, we didn't make much money from that, only £1,800, but it's enough to get us above the line, and it's, more importantly, enough to pay our loan back. So, repay £57,491. Yep. Okay, we're now left with 2,735. That's a disappointing figure to see, but we aren't in debt, which is the main thing. Now that we've got our loan repaid, we are going to need to take in another one, because before we can hire a new driver, we need to upgrade our garage, and that is 157,000, which is crazy. So we're making another visit to the bank, and we're going to have to get £350,000 loan. and for that we're needing to pay 5,000 a day. Hopefully that won't be too difficult once we have a driver, but before we do that we have to get our garage upgraded. So this will give us 2 extra slots, and that means that we can have a maximum of 3 drivers and 3 trucks. So now that we have that new garage, we can get a driver. So we want to look for a driver that's good, I think. That would sort of be the main thing to go for. It looks like 1.7 is the highest, which is it's disappointing, but hopefully it works out in our favor. Now also these guys are a bit expensive, so we need them to be able to be paid for along with the 5 grand we're paying every day. So if we imagine that they're doing maybe like 500 miles a day, that's 500 times that. So that's quite a lot, and they need to be making that. Now I like this guy because he has the explosives rating, and I think if he was able to get jobs like that, he would be able to carry more expensive cargo. He also has whatever that one is, but I think that's something to do with fragile cargo or heavy cargo maybe. This guy here has like a gas rating thing and explosives, so he's able to carry sort of the same sort of stuff, but he's slightly cheaper. Oh no, he's the same. This guy's cheaper by a wee bit, but he only has eco driving. Now eco driving means that we don't need to pay for as much fuel, but yeah, we sort of need to weigh up the pros and cons. This guy here has 2 of them, whatever that one is. He has 2 of them. I'm going to actually check what they are. Okay, so this here is high value cargo, so we do actually want to be looking for the guys that have that. So if we go to hire a driver, this guy can carry high value cargo, and this guy carries high value cargo and fragile cargo, but I think this guy's the guy to go for because he can also do the explosive stuff, and he's a wee bit cheaper than this guy. So looks like Matthew P is our new driver, so we need to bring him to our shed in Belfast. Your driver will arrive shortly and will start working automatically after settling in, providing that they have a truck to drive. Now this is the thing, they can't drive the trucks that we can drive, so we can go on and go to Quick Job and just pick a truck and go anywhere, but they can't do that. They have to have a truck provided for them, which means it's off to the dealership. So I think Iveco have been the cheapest so far, and there's one in Belfast as well, so it means that it's near us. So let's price 85,000 for the cheapest model. Seems alright. We will shop around a wee bit. I think the only other cheap option might be MAN, but they're probably very expensive in comparison to the Iveco. 87,000, that's not too bad actually. You know what, I think we'll go for the MAN because it looks a bit nicer. And the Iveco, after driving that Iveco in our run to Tesco, that was terrible. That was it was just too noisy. We aren't going to be driving it much, but if we ever are, it's always nice that we have a kind of comfortable lorry. Okay, so the lorry has made it home to our nice new shed, which is the first time we're seeing in the flesh. We'll drive it around the back and we'll bring it inside. It's nice having our own lorry again. Bring it in and we'll set it on here so that we can manage our guides. So handbrake on so we don't roll away. Now Matty needs a truck, so we should have done it through that maybe. Instead what we're going to do is manage our truck, so we want him to go with this truck. So if we now look at Matty P, or Matthew P, he has a MAN TGX, trailer not applicable because we don't have one, rating 0.8, actually I'm only 3.3, so that's not too bad. Pounds a mile, I think that's profit, is £25 a mile, and 5,000 a day. if this guy can come anywhere near that, that's good, because it means that we can pay off our loan then. And we do have this kind of buffer at the start, so we have the 106,000 that will slowly be kind of eaten away. So that should be good to get rid of, like, the kind of start when he's a bit slower making money. So that only leaves one thing now, and that's what I'm going to be doing. Luckily for me, a tourist company on Fuerteventura has went bust, and I'm going to take their place. Alright, we've made it. So let's leave the terminal then. We've made it to Fuerteventura. I've been told I have a car waiting outside, so that's nice. Whoa, the heat. It's very warm. I know it's very warm, but I wasn't expecting it to be this warm. So this is our new car. Although it does look like it's seen some damage, but I think the bus company that went bust have left us everything, basically. Everything they had we've kind of taken on. So let's make our way to our headquarters. They've kindly plugged it in on the sat-nav for us, so that's nice. I imagine we're going to be seeing a lot of this place here. This seems to be the coach terminal. So yeah, I'd imagine this is be somewhere we'll be very, very frequently. Now, I've noticed a fuel station here. I don't think we need fuel for now. Yeah, it looks like we're alright, but that's good to know. Might take us a while to find where everything is around here now. Okay, just make sure we're all good across here. So, Satnav's telling me that we're going across what looks like a motorway. Yeah, I must go the whole way along the island then. I take it it's the main road. So we are coming off here, going into what looks to be this wee small town here. This car could do with a bit of a clean. I might have a look and see if I can find a car wash nearby, because it's obviously seen a lot of the desert and a lot of the sand. So I think our company should just be at the end of this road. Is this it here? Ah, we're seeing a lot of these different companies. I think we must be able to work with them in the future then. This is, by the looks of it, our company. It doesn't look all that bad. I suppose we'll park over next to this other Jeep here. I don't know if that's ours or if that's just here. Club del Automotive General Camario. So, welcome to Creaghalls Coaches, everyone. So, we're just getting a tour around at the moment. We've been told to enter the office. The first bus. Go to the computer. So, let's see. Click on this button to open the second-hand vehicle market. Then choose one of the available vehicles. Details and the buy option will be displayed. So now that we have our first vehicle ordered, we now want to go to the calendar. So the calendar will let us kind of schedule stuff, I think. Click on this button to skip time to your next appointment. In this case, the skip time is to the pickup day. Alternatively, you can click on a day and then the calendar to skip time. Okay, so I'll see you in a few days when we're going to collect our first bus. Alright, so the bus is here. We've got word that it's at the harbour and that we're able to pick it up. So we're going to take the Jeep down and then I'll go and get the Jeep after then. Don't need to worry about that yet. So this is exciting. Let's just back our way out of here. Ah, there's a dune buggy. Oh, I must have triggered the automatic garage door. Hopefully that'll close behind. Yeah, it will. We'll have to have a look in there when we get back. So, if we see a car wash on the way there, I think we're definitely going to have to go for it. Because, well, look at the car. So, Puerto del Rosario seems to be the next town over. While we're stopped here, I'll show you this. I was given this map by the people that on the last one. It was just in the office with all the other stuff. So this is Puerto del Rosario. That's the harbour where we're going to get our bus. And that is the rest of Fuerteventura. So that's where we're going to be operating. Be interesting to see how much of it we can cover with our company. Hopefully everything. Because we want to be the biggest and best company on the island. Okay, very tight streets in here. I'm sort of dreading this with a bus. If it's this difficult with a car. So we need to go this way then? Do we need to go onto the motorway? It looks like we do. So we're sort of heading back towards the airport by the looks of it. Very, very, very sunny today. Okay, we're going around this roundabout and then off at the other side. Okay, that makes more sense now. I have a feeling this will be the last time we're driving this fast for a while. With all the buses we're going to be driving. Hopefully they're quick enough though. We don't want to just be kind of slowly going everywhere. Okay, so here's Puerto del Rosario. Not too far away, which is nice. Means we can nip into town if we need anything. Looks to be a big supermarket up there as well, that's nice. Handy that it's so close. Okay, back down these tiny streets. Everywhere seems to be very sort of small streets, which is nice. Not so nice when you're in a bus, but generally quite nice. So according to the sat nav, we're not too far away now. Just need to go down in through the sort of main harbour bit and should be able to see our new bus. Should be sitting out, the guy told me. And yeah, we can just jump in. It's waiting there, ready for us to take it away. Some nice yachts down here. Seems to be a big marina. Try to pay attention to the road, not get distracted by the boats. So it should be somewhere here. We should see it any second now. I think we can just drive up onto this area here. Don't think anyone's gonna mind. Not too busy about the place, so must be a quiet day. There's something we're used to driving a bit more. Ooh, forklift. Oh, there it is. It's orange. That's cool. Expecting it to just be kind of bog standard white bus, but I'll not complain with orange. So, put the handbrake on, turn the engine off, make sure we've got everything we need, because we're going to be leaving that there for a few days, I think, until we can get back down. Okay, so in we get. Ooh, lovely. Not too basic at all. Well, I say that, but we probably don't need anything more. It's got everything we need, sort of. We've got plenty of seats, plenty of space for passengers. Okay, let's have a seat. Right, let's get her started up. Yes, that sounds more sort of bus-like than car, although the car's not a bus, so that sort of makes sense. So it seems fairly simple. It's an automatic, so we don't need to worry about too much. So let's get on the road and we'll take this back home. So we're out of the harbour and nearly home. Well, I say nearly home. We're back in like the main kind of part of Del Rosario, Puerto del Rosario. I'm sure I'll learn all the town names properly once we get on a bit, but yeah, we're out of here and just about to go onto the motorway. So that's nearly our first day done then. We've got our new bus, we've got our new base, we've got a car as well. Not sure what we can do with a car, but it's nice to have, I suppose. And then we can call it a successful start to our new job in Fuerteventura. Okay, so we're turning off here. El Motoral, I think it is. This is like more familiar, so that's the same roundabout we came in on from the airport. We just came on from a different direction. Now this bus seems big even on these streets, so I'll admit I'm a bit worried about how big these other buses are going to be once we get them. But hopefully we'll kind of sort this one out first. Make it a profit and all that kind of stuff. So we've made it back. I'm going to park this here. Can't imagine us needing anything out of here anytime soon. So it should be alright. And then we can knock it off and get out. So there's our new bus. Looking very, very bright and orange. So now we need to go in and schedule our first trip. So let's go and go into our office. So this seems to be where we get all our orders in. Click on this button to see available orders. Then click on order and confirm it. You can find your accepted orders by clicking on this button. So here is, I think, our first trip. This is line 11, El Mataro to the airport. So it seems like it's just a shuttle, which is probably good enough because it means we don't need to do anything too taxing for our first journey. So book that, and in the next episode we will do that, but that is for then. So that is our next trip, all lined up for next episode. And if you want to see the next episode, make sure you're subscribed. And if you like this one, let me know, and we can continue this series as long as we can. Eventually we'll get back to the trucking as well, but this is something a bit new because the trucking was a bit slow. So idea just to kind of break it up a wee bit. I think it should work out pretty well. So thanks very much for watching, and until next week, bye bye.